Hey, this is John from Bear Bull Traders, and I want to review my best and worst trades from April 5th, 2021. My best trade today was on Facebook. This is a high day break trade where the high day was sitting at 304 exactly. The volume at entry was about 4 million shares, and the relative volume was 140%. So, very tradable stock today, very nicely in play. Facebook has been trading nice for high day breaks lately, so I tend to watch a lot of the same stocks, and I've noticed its behavior lately has been such that it's breaking well, better than some others. It had a great high day at an exact dollar level. So I like that. I like to see the high day sitting at exactly a dollar level. You can get a big ask sitting at that level, which we actually had 22,000 shares sitting at 304. So when that ask wall gets eaten up, if people actually buy it up, you can get a nice pop and a bit of a run. So that was good. Had a nice uptick on the 1 minute volume. You can see it here. This is before my entry candle, but you can see the volume starting to tick up. This candle's higher than maybe the previous 10 candles. And then obviously when it went through the 304 ask, you get this big volume bar because of those shares being bought up. I had a strong SPY at the open, which is nice. You can see it here. This gray area is actually pre-market, so this is all the SPY open, the first 5 or 6 candles. And then it pulled back a bit of a consolidation. And then when I entered, the SPY was actually starting to pop and maybe move up again. So that's great. You always want to trade with the market if you can. The trend is your friend. So you got an entry on this nice pop candle right there. So an entry at 304.05. I actually was trying to get a little bit of this 304 ask, but I got in a little higher. But that's not bad. Missing a stock of this price by 5 cents is completely okay. Got a nice clean initial move. It was looking a partial 50% on the pop above 305. So I really wanted to see was the price move above the pre-market high. It's sitting right here at 304.88. I want to see it bust through that in this $5 level of 305 and then see if I could get 15, 20 cents above that dollar level and take my first 50% partial, or even maybe scalp the whole thing, but I probably would have partialed it. But never quite got there. So I saw as much as 304.81 on the bid, and then it started to come back down. And I've had a lot of these early morning trades fail lately, just coming back to break even. So I decided, you know what, in this case, I'm going to just take a 50% partial on the way down to 304.51. Not a lot of profit, but something. And then you can see the SPY was still holding up nicely as I was getting out, but Facebook decided it was going to pull back, and it eventually did break. It actually could have got back in here and caught a move up to over 307, but I decided not to jump back in and just be patient and wait for something else. So that was the best trade. My worst trade today was on Apple. So Apple had a high day of 125.13. And then again, I like to see it at exactly a dollar level, but I don't have it in this case. The volume at entry was 20 million shares. RVOL is 90%, so Apple's trading fairly normally. I'm not a huge fan of trading Apple these days. It takes a long time to make a good break. I like to get like a good dollar move on these expensive stocks relatively quickly. But I did have the market trending up, and I kind of like that. So I saw a little risk here. Maybe it might pop. I kind of knew it wouldn't. But I had the market trending up with me, and I saw little downside risk. I just knew it either work slowly or probably just wouldn't work at all. But I probably wouldn't take a huge hit on this. Again, I wish the high day was exactly at 125 or just below it, maybe at 124.99, somewhere between 124.95 and 99. But Apple doesn't do that very often. It's got a very stacked level 2, and it tends to fail at odd places like 30 cents above a dollar, or in this case 13 cents above a dollar. So again, like to get a fast $1 move, but Apple is going to take a long time to make that $1 move. And the problem is it exposes you to a lot more market time and a lot more exposure to the behavior of the market in the SPY. So it makes it harder to make these work out. The 1 minute volume was ticking up a bit on entry, but this is not the volume I want to see. I want to see some nice white stairs building up on the 1 minute volume if I can see it. And I don't really have that here. But I did have the SPY trending up nicely. And I entered at, I don't have it on here, 125.14 was my entry. and I was in it for a while. This is a long time for me. Maybe for some other traders this is not, but this is maybe 10, 12 minutes of trading time. And I knew I wasn't going to get that fast $1 move, just like I thought. So I was willing to take something 50% off, perhaps near the $half level, which is another good place to look for resistance. Now I was looking for 125.49, rather precise, but I thought I could get that. And actually, I got up around 125.46, and I never actually got that partial. And you can see the SPY never gave up, and actually we got a nice pop here. But Apple wouldn't respond to that, which I actually thought was a bit odd. But it came back down. I got out exactly at my entry point at 125.14 and stopped out at break even. So those are my best and worst trades. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will talk to everyone next time. Hey, please hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel. And drop me a comment. I'd love to discuss these trades with you. Thank you.